It was mentioned earlier in the commentary that Skimmer has signed a 3-year deal. Give us your thoughts on that.
Yeah, well, listen, we had agreed with Skimmer, part of the deal whenever he come in on loan. Obviously, we had agreed a pre-contract with Skimmer, so obviously we took him on loan at the start of this season. He couldn't sign the pre-contract, obviously, until January, so it was always happening that he was coming in here, and then in January we were going to sign him on I think it was a 3.5 year. I think he's got the rest of this and three more after this, but obviously this sort of 4 or 5 months from January is still a loan agreement from Crusaders, so he's got 3 more years after this. We wanted to bring him in permanently at the start of the season. Obviously Crusaders wouldn't let it happen, so that's what we had to do. We had to just wait and do a pre-contract, and we're delighted to get him in. You know, he's got lots of energy, and the way we play as a football team, when he's confident and he's playing with the energy that he plays with, he enhances us and makes us better, because he wins so many second balls, and he drives the ball and gets us up the pitch, and it's vital to have players like that playing the way we play and the formation that we play. You know, we need players in the midfield with energy, and Ribs and him has been exceptional this year. Ribs, you know, I'd say has been probably one of the best players for us this year, and I know he's got a couple of Player of the Year so far, and deservedly so. But there's been a whole lot of players this year that performed and produced high levels of performance, and we're glad to have them here.
Skimmer, we heard earlier on today you've signed a 3-year deal. I mean, congratulations, you're staying on for another while longer.
Yeah, you know, I'm delighted. To be honest, coming last year, spending the 6 months, I sort of knew I wanted to be at Glenavon, and I'm just delighted to commit my future to Glenavon now, and looking forward to the next 3 years.
I heard you say earlier on, you know, that you're obviously staying because you think this team can go on and win trophies. I mean, like, how big a thing is that for you?
Most definitely. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think we could win trophies. And you've seen tonight, our squad is more than capable of winning trophies. We'll be disappointed this year with the way the Irish Cups went, but we'll get in next year. We'll hopefully finish off this year first and cement the European playoff spot. And you never know where it'll take us. It's one game. You could end up qualifying for Europe. It's a possibility. So we've got to focus on that, and then get in next year and hopefully get a real push on. And I think we can improve even more next year.
Well, let's talk about tonight, because I mean, it's a 4-0 win. It was a fine team performance.
Yeah, I thought we were absolutely fantastic tonight. You know, to be honest, I think we've been consistent all season. There hasn't been many games, maybe 4 or 5 games, where we haven't been at our best probably, and it's just disappointing. Obviously the Dungannon game is one of those, but you know, I think we've been consistent all season. I think especially the last 2 performances have been absolutely outstanding. I think it's probably 2 of our best performances of the season, the last 2 games, and we've just got to keep that going now. Another 2 massive games coming up, and we need to just take care of ourselves and make sure we get the 3 points in both games.
I mentioned Andy Holder. I mean, we just seem to have found form at just the right time, you know, coming into the business end of the season.
Andy has that quality. A dead ball is crossing and his shooting is scary good, and you know, whenever you get an opportunity at the edge of the box to that, you're surprised if it doesn't go in. He's that good at a dead ball, and that goal tonight was world class. Yeah.
So you're hopeful then we'll hang on, we'll get that 7th spot?
As I said, you know, all we can do is look after ourselves. You know, we've put the pressure on Ballymena tomorrow, so. But as I say, all we can do is look after ourselves and focus now on the next game. The Middlesbrough game obviously comes in between, and then focus on Carrick and get the 3 points.